Greetings, everyone. First to Negroes and then to the Gentiles. My name is Noel Swaby, and I'm inviting you to go for a little ride with me, because something I would like to share with you, how we can take our health in our own hands and not solely depending on doctors. Doctors have their part to play, but we also have our part to play, because God himself have given us the wisdom and the knowledge and the resources and everything on earth. The plants, the trees, the breeze, everything he gave us. And if we pay a little attention to them and to our own body, we can do some great things. So let's go for a little drive. Something I want to share with you. Actually, I just went to the clinic this morning to check to see how sweet I am. And I ate late yesterday. I finished eating about 8 o'clock minutes to 9. Some really strong food, you know. But yeah, I still go this morning about 8 o'clock to check how sweet I am. So my sugar level was at 107. 107. You know, I know I ate before at 8 o'clock yesterday. However, what I want to share with you is that 6 years ago, I went to the doctor to do a total body check, you know. And the reason why I went, because I remember I went out for a short while, intended to go for a short while to do a little work. So I had a cup of coffee, and I said when I get back I'm going to eat something, because I wasn't going to stay long. However, you know, the time passed and passed and passed. So I was late. Having not eat anything, I started feeling a little lightheaded, a little dizzy, and it progressed to more dizziness. I didn't know what it was, because it happened to me a long time ago. For a whole week I was dizzy. But whenever that time happened, I had the feeling to eat like oranges and fruits, you know. That's what I feel like eating whenever I feel that way. So each time I feel that dizziness, I just started to eat, you know, some fruits. However, that day, when I went out to work, you know, I got back and feel a little dizzy. So I decided to go to the doctor. Doctor do a total check of me. And when I went for my result, the doctor told me that cholesterol, pressure, everything was good. But he said, your sugar. And my sugar was a little bit, it was at border, he said. At that time it was 120. Now, he wanted to prescribe to me metformin. And as for me, if a person just tell me anything at all, I'm going to do a research on it before. I don't care who. So I went and do a research on metformin, and I said, I am not going to use this metformin. However, the doctor told me it has nothing to do with food. It has nothing to do with anything, but it was genetics. So in my mind, I'm saying, well, the whole America is genetics then, because there's so much sugar in America. However, I say I'm not going to use anything for any medication. I'm not going to do that. If I have to take a medication for the rest of my life, I am not going to do that. Now, let me see if I find my okay. Okay, yeah. This is a prescription. Prescription I have here. It dated 2014. I said I'm not going to use any prescription. So I did a research on metformin, and I don't even want to give metformin to a dog. Right? So the metformin was going to deplete the nutrients in my body, causing me to want, to continue to use it. In fact, the doctor prescribed a half a metformin for 30 days. And when I think of it, if I use that half a metformin for 30 days, then after that 30 days expired, I would assume he would give me a whole one. And then after my nutrients in my body depletes, then I'm going to require another one, and then another one. And then I would be diabetic. That's what I am thinking. So I decided I'm not going to use it. That's 6 years ago. This morning I went to the clinic to check to see how sweet I am, and my sugar is at 107. After that, doctor gave me the prescription. I said I'm not gonna take it. So I've never been back to the doctor at all. So after 3 years, I went to another doctor and do the same thing all over again. Then my sugar, by the next doctor, after 3 years, the same 120. After 3 years, 120. So that doctor told me the same thing. He told me that my sugar was at border after 3 years. So he wanted to prescribe metformin again. So I told him, look, doc, I'm not going to be using any medication that I have to use for the rest of my life. Let me die. So I'm not going to do it. However, I monitor my own sugar by going to the clinic, and each time I go to the clinic, like I showed you just now, it was 107. And there were other times I went and it was way lower than that. I had to go get something to eat to bring back up my sugar. So my thinking is that my sugar, whenever I get the dizzy thing, is that my sugar went low. That's what I am thinking. But I feel like the doctors wanted me to take this metformin, so I become diabetic. And when you become diabetic, you're gonna be hooked to the doctor for the rest of your life. No, I can't afford that. No, can't afford that at all. So I'm saying this because I'm thinking that you people, niggers, you can take your health into your own hand. There are certain things the Bible gives us to eat and we shouldn't eat, and things that we can eat, right? So we must obey. And sometimes people saying it's an Adventist thing not to eat pork and not to eat shrimp and lobster, all those things. The Bible said we shouldn't eat them. So we should not be eating them, right? So I would say pay attention to your body. If you eat something and it make you feel funny, just don't eat it again. If your stomach don't give you for something, and we should eat to live, not live to eat. Our food should be our medicine, our fuel. And I'm sure you're not gonna throw any let's say diesel into your car engine, which requires gasoline. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna put gas. It requires gas, so you put gasoline. So people, let us take our health in our hands. We can do that. And something on my mind, something is bothering me about this coronavirus thing, because first the corona, and now the big talk is about vaccine. And I'm wondering, I hope I'm wrong, I'm wondering if most of those people who would have been alive, but because they are experimenting their vaccine on them, I believe they have the vaccine already, but in the process of the corona victims, they are practicing their testing the vaccine. I hope I'm wrong, man. So they are using the vaccine at the moment on people, and they are not surviving. I just want to believe they have the vaccine, but they, because this big thing about vaccine, and vaccine everyone. What this come about? I really hope I'm wrong, man. So they are giving people the vaccination, and it's just not working, right? So it rather kill them. When I look at the bus driver, they show a bus driver who was driving bus, and he contracted the virus, and in a week, he died in a week. Come on, man. In 1 week, the man dead. I believe they're practicing this vaccine thing. They're experimenting with their vaccine. But anyway, I can't make this video too long. We'll talk again. Goodbye.